Give me Spider-Man. Pictures of Spider-Man. That's how it goes. All right. Let me get to the start of this episode. I'm at the end of it. Damn, guys. After work, I just crashed the fuck out today, and I'm just waking up at like 10, 11 o'clock at night, wondering why the fuck I woke up. Goddamn work. Work just sucked the soul out of me today, I guess, because I had been working for, I don't know, six days straight, but whatever. I mean, 6 days. I can't say straight, right? You can't say 6 days straight. That's bad. That's a bad way to say it. Anyways, I see some breaking news. The Chicago mayor, what's her name? Lightfoot has been ousted. Such a weird term. I guess it means that nobody wants her anymore and she automatically loses. And there's going to be a new mayor. And dude, I've always seen this mayor, and she looks like a weird little alien creature. But I'm guessing it's from like the stress of being the mayor of one of those crime-filled cities in history, you know? So I guess the people of Chicago just want someone new and are tired of her little runt dog-looking face. It's weird how democracy works sometimes, but does it work? I don't know. We'll see how it goes at the polls, right? I don't know. How does that work? How does any of that work? Speaking of it being the weekend, well, at least for me, because I'm off the next couple days, so it's my weekend. It looks like the singer The Weeknd has set a new Spotify listening record for having more than 100 million monthly listeners on Spotify. God damn, he must make like $90 a month from those streams. And it's weird that we're just making up random records like, oh, the most monthly during a week and the most ever listened on one single in one day or in 6 hours. You know, people are just making up records as they go now. It's silly. Stupid records. Now I like The Weeknd. He's cool with his cool ass music and his like beautiful voice. Hopefully he's not gonna do anything to get canceled like some, other R&B singers. I believe I could fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Woo! But also there's some silly news saying that the COVID was government created, intentionally released by the Chinese government, leading to the new normal that we now live in today. And it's made official by Fox reporting and TMZ breaking the news like this was not what people already sort of believed as a conspiracy, but now they feel like it's even more of a true conspiracy. I don't know. Again, politics, right? Oh well though, right? I mean, the toothpaste is out of the tube. I mean, we could linger all we want, but I'm pretty sure all of the conspiracies you can think of in this whole Wuhan whatever mess are all true, and everyone is right, and we're all living with masks and no masks and vaccines and no vaccines, and then vaccines forever for the rest of our lives. Well, something that just everything's going to keep us divided as a world. We need this person versus this person, And oh well though, right? We're always gonna have something that divides us, so it might as well be the big C word. Speaking of getting sick, waves of poison attacks have been happening in Iran to Iranian schoolgirls, and people are thinking it's happening as an effort to keep women from getting an education. Oh, silly women wanting an education, am I right? They're so goofy. They be shopping, those women, How wacky, huh? Because in America, we're used to fake being sick all the time to stay from school. And you wouldn't need poison. You would just need like an undercooked Whopper from Burger King or something. Now, I hope they find out who's doing that pussy ass shit. Because, yeah, poisoning sounds like a cool thing to do. But it's actually like a real bitch ass move, So, don't do it to kids, especially. Come on. Go poison some war adult soldiers or something, not kids trying to get an education. Fucking shit. Jeez, I have to actually say these things on the podcast. By the way, am I the only one who bought the Billie Eilish perfume just to jack off to the shape of her tits? You frown at me but when I say that, but Ed Sheeran would do the same. If he's listening, you know what I mean, Ed. That guy was on Game of Thrones, I think. Wasn't he? For like a few seconds or something. Speaking of children, a New Jersey Chick-fil-A is making news for banning children under 16 without an adult from like coming in and staying and eating in the store. And the store's reason is pretty obvious. Kids are fucking loud and annoying and gross and just a pain in the ass to deal with. I mean, Look at that one kid who fucking tackled that teacher for a fucking Nintendo Switch. Um, and kids are probably the reason all the world's diseases stay alive. I mean, they're the ones that pass them around. You know, all the people are actually, yeah, all the people were actually really happy about banning these young children in the store. Like, it's actually a good thing. So maybe the world does need just less children. Maybe China had it right, because adults just have no patience anymore. Besides, everyone knows the best place for kids nowadays are those drag shows where drag queens strip around and give children, or children give them money, because that's somehow considered kid friendly nowadays. I don't know. Again, this world makes no sense to me. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a sick man who's piece of shit, right? But that's why y'all love me, I guess. It must have been your love. It must have been your love. It must have been your love. Speaking of sick men, a new I guess so, right? Sick. A new beauty filter on TikTok is shocking and horrifying, and that's the words of the article, not mine, on how it provides an unreal sense of beauty image for the user to achieve, and is going so far as being called psychological warfare and pure evil. And also because it is giving the user a sense of, I guess, perfection that they could never reach, and somehow hurt their self-confidence because they could never, hit that threshold of beauty that this app is telling them that, exists, because it's generated, electronically and all that. And here I am, dude, like, it's just a fucking app. Like, if the point is to lower people's self-esteem, if an app doesn't do it, like with, whatever technology it's using, somewhere in the world, something is going to lower your self-esteem. That's just how, like, the world is built, That's where the thick-skinned and the thin-skinned will be, like, separated and show how strong, like, you really are in this new world, new world order that's dominated by technology, brother. Technology, man. All right. Besides, behind a computer screen, you could be whoever you want. Shoot, you could even be a catfish. I could be here like blub, 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 blub. Look at me, I'm a catfish. Blub, blub, blub. And everybody likes catfish, right? 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 But anyways, guys, I want to thank you for listening to another episode. I guess that was the episode, right? We learned a lot today, didn't we? I think so. What do you think of that little runt dog mare being ran out of her town because it ain't big enough for the two of us, and there's a snake in her boots or something? I mean, it is. Is that what happens? Is that what that means? What she's been ousted? What does that really mean? Like, does she die now? What happens? Can someone in the comments tell me, please, like what the big deal is about all that with her being ousted and all that? Someone tell me. And are you a big fan of The Weeknd? And I don't mean like, Saturday and Sunday. I mean the music artist The Weeknd. And are you happy for his success, or do you not care and you're more into the conspiracies of how Wuhan just destroyed the world, so we'd speed up having to go live on Mars? It's all part of Elon's plan, huh? Is that what's happening? Let's ask Elon. If he's always up on Twitter answering people's questions. Let's fucking ask him. Let's ask him about unbanning my account too. Unban my account, you sack of shit, Elon Musk. Please, 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 pretty please. And look at our world. The Iran kids are getting poisoned for trying to learn, and here in America, kids are getting banned out of Chick-fil-A because they're such a fucking pain in the ass, annoying pieces of shit. It's again, this world is just so ass backwards. It's ridiculous, But let's just all become catfish. Blub, 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 blub. Use some sort of filter on the computer or on the telephone to become catfish. Blub, blub. Now, what do y'all think about using filters? Like, do you think that's all right? I think it's all right if the only filter that exists is the one that turns you into a werewolf. Because werewolves are pretty cool, man. I think werewolves are really fucking cool. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you for listening. And remember, Wednesday, the live stream. Hopefully, we can have some real fun and make it happen, where y'all come on. If y'all are part of the patreon.com/LorenzoAriola, and you can join the stream and ask me questions, or like just talk about stuff, or we can just hang out and listen to each other breathe, and it'll be therapeutic in some strange way. But yeah, I want to thank you guys, whether you're part of the Patreon or not, for listening. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for liking the YouTube and sharing it and viewing that. And we'll keep at it. We're gonna keep going, guys. This machine will not be stopped. And I want to thank you all for being a part of it. But take care, guys, and have a great week. Bye.